amazing. I honestly haven't watched it back because I cringe out of my soul, but it's also, it's such a funny moment now that I can laugh at it, and I'm like, wait, that's amazing. But like, I don't remember exactly where it came from, but that I was like, what, this ghost has trauma, and we're gonna sing to her to soothe her. Yes. I mean, I wonder, like you said you were spiritual, I wonder if you really did feel the ghost having trauma, because I'm not gonna lie, I probably feel it too. Yeah. Like, feel the ghost. I felt like with the energy of that room, it was very dark. Like, it used to be like a brothel, and so I was like, maybe she had
It's
a bad
groovy.
experience.
It's really rainy. How are you? What's up?
Oh my god, that's everything. You had it in your video, so I was like, okay, I caught it clean. Like, you acknowledging him, which is so. But that's the thing, all these, even the move of it all, like, everyone has their video, so it's like, you know, people are related. Why not own it? Yeah. You know what I mean? And I've said, like, you know, really silly things or done really silly things, and, like, I've just, like, like, you have to own it. If you don't own it, people will laugh at you. What's better than laughing at yourself? Like, I love laughing at myself. Do you? I was gonna say, now that you're back, like, you're on social media, you've always have been, obviously, since you were, like, young on MySpace, but do you love it? Do you, like, go through and, like, do you love seeing people's reactions to, like, what you post?
Off to so rare to have a Saturday off. Is it rare? Why is it rare?
And it's like we were talking earlier today, like cringe is camp. Like camp is like, yes, cringe, but fun. Everyone enjoys it. Everyone's like, this is everything, and it's entertaining, and you're bringing like entertainment value to a whole different like generation of people who like love your music.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Everything, and I love.
I appreciate it. Cheers. I'm just here. Maybe doing some stuff. If anybody wants the card pull or whatever, you're welcome to ask. If you want to ask any questions, whatever. I usually do Thursday for 40 hours. 40 hours in 3 days. Technically, that's 2 days. That's less than 2 days. 40 hours. 40 hours straight. Frick. 40 hours straight is, because 48 hours is 2 days. I'm just being analytical. Welcome. How we doing? Did I do anything? If you want to take a deep breath, you can. I'm not necessarily doing a reading, I'm just here. But what's up? 13 hours. Oh yeah, I already read that. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, if you want, I would appreciate it. It'd be cool. Thanks, Mom. Or I almost called you Amanda. Your name's not Amanda. It's Amber. Thank you, Amber. Oh, that's not what I meant to type. Boop. Favorite color? I like pumpkin spice. You have a favorite color? I also like spaghetti. Italian food is pretty good. You know, for those joining, I'm not the most. I'm just kind of here. Not the most entertaining right now. It's my new favorite thing. I'm not really doing this for you. I'm just. It's my favorite thing. Olive, army, jade green. Oh, like camouflage colors? Camouflage green? Well, I mean, I guess that's implied. Well, not really. But, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna like. Some things. Hello, welcome. What's up? What's up? What you like? Oh my! You took an edible. How do you feel? An hour is simultaneously not that long of a time, but also very long. Thank you for the like. Thank you for whoever liked. That's dope. It's hidden. LOL. Hello. How we doing? What's groovy? I keep not doing it properly. I don't know how it sounds to you, but hello, you from yesterday, or me from yesterday. Hi, Bob. Bob the Builder. Can we do it? I don't know. I think so. Obama said we could. I need some new movies to watch. Watch Devil's Pass. That was a good movie. It's a thriller. It's a psychological, sci-fi sort of thriller. It's a sci-fi twist, I guess, but it's a psychological thriller. I watched it twice. I tried to watch it twice because I thought it was really good. It's based off of a real story. It's based off of these 8 people, I guess, who like went hiking and they mysteriously died. Apparently, the Russian government killed them, but they kind of claimed that it wasn't them. They didn't know what was going on. So it's just kind of a mystery. And then they made a movie called Devil's Pass, that's inspired by that. And then it's like this, not to give away too many details, but like there's like a time loop and like it's really interesting. Um, Devil's Pass. Devil's Pass. There's no like there's like a couple jump scares like towards the end. Also hello. There's a couple of jump scares towards the end, but like generally it's just like it's more psychological. It's like, ooh, what's gonna happen? Oh wow, that just happened. That's crazy. What if that happened to you somehow if you found yourself on a mountain in the snow for some reason? Because that's a thing that a lot of people do. Excuse me. They were making a film. It was like for a film, and they were like a documentary. They were like documenting what had happened because it was a mystery. Once again, based off of a real story. Um, Devil's Pass, like devil, like the devil, and then Devil's Pass. Um, yeah, you can find it on free on YouTube. Yeah, no, there's like a couple jump scares at the end, kind of, sort of. Um, Once it turns into a sci-fi sort of thing, because it's like literally paranormal creatures and like they're very aggressive. Not to give too much away, it's a really good movie. I think like it kept me on my toes, but I mean it might also not be your style. I don't know. And if it's not, then it's okay. You can tell me how much you hate it. I once watched this one movie. I hate, love it. I love, hate it. Day Shift. I think I mentioned this. I think you were here when I mentioned it before. Day Shift, made by Jamie Foxx. I think. I'm distracting myself. Um, that was a terrible movie. I want to watch it again, but it was terrible. Like just so I can like nitpick it and be like, you know what I mean? It was a terrible movie. The Chucky movies, ooh. The Chucky movies are kind of ridiculous. So you like parody movies? Also Scream? Or no, I'm thinking of Scare Movie. Once again, I distract myself. When the horror, ooh, what? No? Question mark? That sounds interesting. Hello, welcome. You know, I have not seen that. That sounds interesting. I was making that face at myself. I don't know. Hey, Paul. Hi. Do you have any movie recommendations for Amber? Second one is better, but overall a good movie. Sequel and sequel. I mean, I guess I didn't have to say it like that. I could have. Never mind. Shut up. Overthinking. That's not. I guess I could have went in a different direction. Do you have any movies to share for the class? Is what I could have said. I don't know. As if this isn't a classroom. The Mickey Mouse horror movie. Oh my goodness. Aquaman. Did I read that out? Did I say that out already? I don't think I did. That was towards me. The Mickey Mouse horror movie is not good. Oh, I already read that. Yes. That's an interesting thought that I just had in my head. Hello. Welcome. Cheers. I'm sorry. I'm not like really here. I'm like just kind of, I'm supposed to be. I feel like there's like, I don't know. I'm overthinking. It's okay. If you're here, I hope you're having a nice day. I'm not really. If somebody wants a reading or whatever, I could do a reading, but like I'm really focused on like, what, you know what I mean? So, favorite candy? I mean, favorite sweets? I love mangoes. Shout out to a certain somebody for introducing me to mangoes, I guess. Oh my God. Caramel is also good. I like turtles also. Like turtle sundae or ice cream. But that's not candy. Shout out from the Philippines. Hello. What's up? What's goody? Blackberry and raspberries. Oh my god, blackberries? I don't mean to yuck your yums. Those are disgusting. They're very tart. Not that tart is inherently bad, but very tart. What's up from the Philippines? What part of the Philippines are you from? Xian. What's up? What's up? I like the Filipinos. The Filipinos are pretty groovy. I used to work for the Filipinos. Not the Filipinos. It was like a person. I didn't work for the country of the Philippines. I worked for a person in the United States who was Filipino and had a restaurant, and yeah, I didn't need to explain all that, but Filipino food, since we're talking about food, I love pancit. Oh my god, pancit. They made lumpia. I didn't really care for that. It's just egg rolls. But I mean, I liked it, but like pancit. Are you still here, Sheehan? Do you even know what I'm saying? Do you speak English? Well, you said that in English, I guess. When I get them from the store, I usually wait 2 days before eating them so I can ripen a little bit. Do you add sugar? Sugar. America's addicted to sugar. The world's addicted to sugar. Lucky. Sugar, sugar, sugar. There's actually been studies on how like it's kind of an addiction, the way that we have sugar. Like sugar's in everything. Like it's kind of hard to find things that do not have sugar in it, at least a little bit of sugar. Like I think even a lot of salads have a little bit of sugar in it. I could be wrong about that, don't quote me. But I've, you know what I mean? Pretty sure that's a thing. Actually, Sugar and chemicals. Yeah, basically. No, most salads do not have sugar, but many common salad ingredients, especially commercial dressings, dried fruits can contain sugar. So I guess yeah, like there's parts of it that would if you have dressing and stuff like that. But that's America for you. Yeah, America is like the big guy of the world, though. It's unfortunate how much influence we seemingly have on the rest of the world. But then again, maybe that's just my American mindset. Philippine person, where'd you go? Why'd you leave? Were you just saying hello? Hello? Like they said hello and then they like disappeared. Like, okay. That's how you feel. Awesome. I'm gonna go back to this. I've been so distracted lately. I don't like it. I am like the moon. No matter the phase, I am always whole. That was the affirmation that just popped up on my phone. I get affirmations to my phone. That was very intense, very philosophical. I'm gonna clean the kitchen bop tomorrow. Bottom to top, top to bottom. Yeah, Virgo energy. Isn't it Libra season now? It's Libra season, I think. Is it not? No, I think it's still Virgo season. I don't know. I think it's Virgo season. Because Virgo is like organization, cleaning, and stuff like that. That's why I said that. There was a connection. I wasn't just saying random things. Yeah. Virgos are interesting. Adios. Also, hello. Welcome. That's so funny. Um, hello. Welcome. I'm just here. I'm just here. Doing some stuff. I guess. If you want to hang out, that's cool. If not, whatever. That's so funny. I relate to that. That's funny. Oh my. Is it like a channeled message or something? Are you channeling? Your husband will be happy. Do you have a husband? Are you married, Amber? He knew better. That's so. No husband, no kids, no pets, no Oh, dogs. There was a dog in a pink sweatsuit that was like barking at me earlier. They always bark at me whenever I pass them. But this time they were wearing a pink sweatsuit. Spirit, what's going on? Can I get some information? I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna pull some cards for myself. She's always so angry whenever I pass. I'm like, why are you so angry? Yeah. You're gonna dress them up? That's funny. I saw another dog with like a bigger dog with like a pink tail. I thought it was very random. They also bark at me whenever I walk by. Sorry, I'm like locked in. That's so funny. Are they big dogs or are they small dogs? Don't want to do matching, but similar. You don't want them to match. You want them to be different. There's nothing wrong with that. I got a medium dog. She's my big dog. I'm not usually this giggly just because I'm stoned. Because I do, like, I don't know, I get stoned. But, like, I feel like I'm feeling you being stoned also. Because, like, the way I'm, like, extra giggly, I'm like, what the heck? That's so funny. He's a cavapoo. I think you told me that before. A cavapoo. I think I asked about that. A cavapoo. Or unless somebody else has a cavapoo. Some celebrity. Because I definitely heard that word before. I was like, what the heck? A cavapoo. Hello, welcome. You're gonna be rich. I don't know who this is for, but you're gonna be rich. In your dreams. I'm just kidding. We have the moon. Three of Pentacles. This isn't serious. I'm not being serious. Three of Pentacles. You know, this isn't a serious reading. I'm just kind of messing around. Ooh, I could do... I haven't been doing it this way. He's half King Charles in Spain. That's funny. I haven't been doing this, but I don't know. I'll just pull and we'll get a story. Let's go ahead. We'll get a story. Four of Swords. Ooh. Someone's going to sleep, having a dream about somebody, and then they're going to meet them, I guess, in the future. Yeah, that's confirmation. I got confirmation right here. The FBI agent told me. Four of Swords, Page of Cups, and a Three of Pentacles. specifically, I'm definitely getting this, and somebody's having some sort of dreams where they're like having premonitions about somebody. You know what I mean? Um, Somebody who's gonna be really cool and really groovy. Somebody who's gonna appreciate you for who you are or whatever, if that resonates. Um, I don't know. Somebody's really good at dreams. That's what I get the Four of Swords. Alternatively, this is just a piece of wisdom to get some sleep, get some rest, or meditate. But I was looking for a story, and the story that I get is somebody's really, somebody else is having a sleep problem though. Somebody's not being able to sleep. I keep hearing that in my reading. Wait, which part? I don't want to be with nobody. Oh. I mean, I'm not saying in a romantic sense. I didn't really. I did imply in a romantic sense, but I don't. It doesn't have to just apply to romantic. Just in general. And that's not me trying to be like, oh, it has to apply. But you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's not necessarily what. Like I don't. When I talk about relationships, when I say love, I'm not just talking about. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about any connection where there is love. You know what I mean? And most of the time, people are thinking that energy, so that's kind of like how it comes across. But that's not, you know what I mean? And I'll quite honestly, I do not like doing intimate. Like I don't like doing couple relationship stuff. Like really, like I'll do them, but it's not my favorite thing to do. Like when somebody asks me about like a relationship or whatever, I'm like, okay. Because it's usually the same thing. Like it's like 7 out of 10 times it's like the same energy of like, you guys are incompatible. What are you doing? You know what I mean? But that's none of my business. Anyways, I was with a guy that messed me up bad, and I'm over it now. But I don't want to do it again. Do it again. Do it again. It'll be the best time ever next time. I promise. The cards say have faith. Yes. Have faith. He said no. No, I'm just joking. That's funny though. I mean, yeah, you should have faith. Faith that love, it does exist. I mean, you just have to weed through all of the bad people or whatever, the ugly people. I don't know. Eventually, I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that's the idea behind that. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, just don't let a few crappy people ruin your idea of love. You know what I mean? And if you want to go with the Christian route, that's what the enemy wants. They want you to give up on love. They want you to give up on being happy and whatnot. That's what the enemy wants. If you're a Christian, I'm not a Christian. But I was born a Christian, and I find that Christianity finds its way into my writings a lot. Like when I'm writing more deeper stuff, like I do find myself referencing the Bible a lot. I don't know why. But like I'm not a Christian. The tism, I'm screaming. Like autism. So the tism. That's why it's not worth the risk. Yeah, nothing is ever worth the risk. Don't ever take risks in your life. I don't think you're a bad people reader. You know what I think, Amber? You know what I think? Do you want me to tell you what I think? You know, you can say no. I don't have to say it. I think that you're actually. I'm not waiting for confirmation. I think you're really good at reading people, and I think people are just confusing and don't want you to understand them, and so they make it hard for you to understand them. I think that's what it is. You know what I mean? Because people, like, if you study psychology, sociology, you know what I mean? Like, not even on like just a personal, subjective level, like psychology and stuff. Like, I remember I had a course in like sports sociology or like in sociology or whatever. It changed the way I looked at sports, and I don't care for sports. Talked a lot about like, I don't know, no judgment. If you like sports, whatever, whatever. But personally, I'm just like, no, no thanks. You know. But yeah, that's what I think. You didn't ask for my input, but that's what I think. Number 5, will I have twins next year? I don't know, Margaret. Maybe if you I don't know. If you pray really hard about it and burn a candle, I guess possibly. Who knows? I don't know. Oh. Were you asking me to like pull you a card or whatever? Is that what you were asking me to do, or were you just asking me in general? Because I don't know. Does it run in your family or something? Are you, do you, that's an idea. That's a crazy idea. You could probably use some. This is just a thought. I'm just thinking thoughts. But you could probably use magic to like make it happen. The temperance card is in front of me. I was like typing into the different cards. The temperance card, Ace of Cups. Make sure your heart's in it though. I guess I don't know. You didn't ask for advice, but like dude came in and was venting about his girl, and he's a regular, so I've known him for a while. While listening to him vent, I recall. Oop. Period. Trauma bonding on the shift. But yeah, Margaret, I'm sorry. I hope that wasn't unuseful. I don't know. She's probably like, what the heck? She probably left already. It's like, what the frick? Who's even this dude? Who even is this dude with these cards? Hey, Frenchie. Long time no see. You changed your name. What happened to the ASMR? Are you rebranding? Hello. Not to get back with her brand. It's a long paragraph, my friend. Too long, didn't read. Just kidding. How are you? I'm okay. Is that Hello Kitty? You changed your name. Explain. You don't have to explain. I get it emotionally, but people are confusing. Yes, once again, I think that you're really good at reading people, and I think people are just naturally confusing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing a lot of new content explaining the Pete channel. Most people, this is just an idea, but most people who are known to have autism are actually star sheets or whatever. I hate using that language, but you know what I mean? Like, people with autism, like they have like higher capacity for like understanding, and like society has labeled them as like weird or like other or like whatever. And it's just like, but they're like literally like the superior group. You know what I mean? Like, if we had any superior type of human, like it would be people with like those sort of issues, you know? But anyways, that's just a thought. I'm not a professional. It's just a thought. Anyways, and a belief. Anyways, a lot of new content expanding the channel. That's dope. Did I follow you? I think I'm following you. I have to follow from my other phone or subscribe. What do see? I see comments. I see a sound bowl in front of me. I see a lot of things. If you like a reading, my friend, you're welcome to send in for a reading. It's 25 USD. Or if you don't have that, you can also donate at least $5, and I can do a reading for you. I can tune into that energy, do that focus energy for you. Anime, Pokemon, gaming, Hello Kitty, and more. Yeah, I guess I could pull you a card. But if you'd like a more focused reading, it once again is 25 USD. But I could definitely pull you a card for sure. Sorry, give me a second or a couple seconds, because it's been more than a second. Yes, Margaret, I'll pull you a card. Why are you rushing me? Why are you rushing me? Why are you rushing me? Can you calm down? I feel you rushing me. Calm down. Calm down, please. Let's settle down. Okay, I'm gonna cry. Anyways, okay. Are you laughing at me? Thank you. Okay. What's going on for Margaret? Are she here? I'm gonna tune in to this deck because this has Gemini. I mean, this also has. Never mind. It has the zodiacs, and if Gemini shows up or anything like obvious, it'll be obvious. You know what I mean? Okay. I don't believe that the future is set in stone, and like, so I mean, I don't really see the point in like pulling for something so like solid like that. I mean, if you were doing some sort of magic or spell work towards it, that would make sense to check in on the progress. But like, it's like I don't know. Don't let me sprinkle my pessimism on it. What's going on for Margaret? Is she gonna have twins? Can I get a card, please? Once again, the future's not set in stone, but we have a new romantic cycle begins. And I was actually thinking about this. I was literally thinking about this card. Before, that's funny. What do you need to release? I don't know. Twins running in my family. I asked, and you said nothing. Were you waiting for me to pull that out of my butt to be like, twins running in your family? It could have come through. But I think it's possible with the Libra energy, because Libra does represent relationships and whatnot, like relationships between two or more people. So it's like that energy of like multiples. So I would say most likely, yeah. I mean, before you even said that, I was gonna say yes, but like, I feel like it seems like I'm like Sylvia Browning. Just kidding. I love Sylvia Brown's work. I've read a couple of her books. I think her books are really good. Whether or not she was actually a fraud, I don't think she was a complete fraud. I think maybe she was a little bit scammy, but either way, I think it's very likely that you will have twins. But once again, based off my understanding, the future's not set in stone, so I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, it's definitely going to happen, because I think that would be misleading, because that's not how it works as far as I understand, you know? So, you know? I can pull your card. I believe that the future is based upon our current actions, you know? And even things as like fertility is still, I mean, like, if the world was split in two, then nobody's getting pregnant. You know what I mean? It's like, if this were to happen, then that were to happen. And if this happened, then that wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? That's how I understand that. I don't think anything's set in stone, unfortunately, but also fortunately. Because I know with Frenchie, what does Frenchie need to hear? Bring love into the situation. There could be a situation that's like really annoying, really aggressive, and the advice is bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius, Aries energy. Also the energy of new beginnings, I guess, saying that love is coming to you if you're open to it. Yeah, subscribe to Frenchie. Do that, do that, do that. But yeah, it seems like there's definitely some sort of love situation. It doesn't have to be romantic, but like something that, you know what I mean? Something, excuse me, with the heart, you know, something with enjoyment is coming to you soon, I would say. But yeah, in relation to that conflict, you know, bring some compassion, bring some like love into the situation. If that resonates, does it resonate? I hope it resonates. That's the message that comes through. If it doesn't resonate, bring love into the situation. I'm sorry I didn't really show you too much of the card. Also, balance could be a message. I didn't really notice that, yeah. Because Aquarius and Aries. Well, no. Why? What? Where'd that come from? I mean, balance is a good message, though. Balance is definitely a good message. I was trying to connect it to the astrology, but that's not really how that works. Oh. A win-win outcomes forecast. New full moon in Libra, so that's cool. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Boop. Yeah, totally. Totally, dude. In theory, if anybody wanted a reading, I would write some names down. If you want it. If you wanted to, I don't know. But also donations and whatnot are also appreciated, I guess. I guess I should log out of there. I'm gonna log out of that. and then log into the other account. Oh no. Yeah, because sometimes I log in and out of ChatGPT that I can use because I have the free version, and so I can't upload documents and stuff unless I log into a new account. Hello, hey Cosmic Man. What what part of the cosmos are you from? Are you from Atlantis or like Anubis or something? I'm joking. That's silly. Anubis and Atlantis are not parts of the cosmos. Well, technically, I guess yes, but it's Earth. But anyway, shut up. All right. I can pull you a card if you want an actual full focused reading. It's 25 USD, or you can donate any amount over $5. If you want to do that, let me know. But I can pull you a card for a shizzle for sure. For sure. Maybe I'll pull you 2 cards just to be generous. What's going on with Cosmic Man? Let me know if you want that done. If not, whatever. But I'll pull you some cards. What's going on? What does Cosmic Man need to hear for the highest good, etc., etc. Within reason, allow me to whatever. 9 of Cups. Don't let pride get in your way. Are you here, Cosmic Man? Are you here? We have the 9 of Cups and the don't let pride get in your way, Leo. You could be a performer, I imagine, from this Leo energy. Somebody who performs. To some degree, we all perform. But a quick mini read, I guess. That's interesting. I don't know if this is untapped energy or if, like, I don't know, maybe you just hide this energy. This isn't supposed to be a reading. This is just a card pull. This is not a reading. I mean, but there's definitely something about a wish, a desire. And obviously I don't know all the details, but maybe something to do with food. Possibly. Seafood. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, don't let pardon in your way. You know, you never know what you don't know what you don't know. That's a message, I guess. And yeah, hopefully that helps. I don't know. Hopefully that's useful. Even though you didn't want to continue commenting on the cards and the comments. Hello, Sunrise Jesus. Are you guys bots? Who are you people? Marty, I'm scared. I think that's a SpongeBob reference. I'm pretty sure that's a SpongeBob reference. Yeah, no problem. The dead internet theory is real though. Like, for sure. There are definitely a lot of AI on the internet. Sunrise Jesus, don't take it personal. I'm gonna just probably pull you a card or two. I did the same thing. Okay, shut up. I overdo it sometimes. Bot farms, yeah. What does Sunrise Jesus need to hear? Look at the bigger picture. Conclusions are within reach. Something's ending. Something's coming to an end. This could be a belief. This could be an idea. Some sort of thought. Some sort of non-tangible thing. I don't know the details, but there's something where you're being asked to look at the bigger picture as it comes to a close, as it comes to an end. You're a moderate, huh? Period. Sorry. But you know, there seems to be a situation that you're involved in, and you're being asked to look at the bigger picture, like, because I don't know, whatever the situation is, it doesn't just affect you if you care about that. I don't know, you know. So, yeah, that's what I have for you. Oh my gosh, I've been seeing. I'm just kidding. but also Sagittarius energy comes through. So yeah, whatever that situation is, ooh, also a time to give rather than take. So it seems like you're being asked to also be kind of, I don't know, maybe this is, maybe my hustle spirits are trying to get you to pay me. I was gonna say, it also seems like you're being encouraged to be generous in a situation. Maybe not necessarily the situation, but if you want to be, that's cool. But that's also an energy. That Aries energy. Aries is self. Aries is personality and like stuff like that. Also, look at that. I like the card. Um, yeah, Aries is cool. I guess I'm a Gemini. You didn't ask for that information, but I'm a Gemini. Virgo, lots of Virgo in my chart. But yeah, I hope that helps. What I said. I have to consciously like close it out. Like I sometimes in the past I've forgotten to like close out when I'm doing that sort of thing. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I think it's really necessary sometimes to have a beginning and an end. You know what I mean? When you're doing sort of certain things, like so it doesn't bleed out into other areas of life. If that makes sense, that might apply in a different way for somebody. If that makes any sense. I don't know. Oh yeah, so no problem. I appreciate you. If anybody wants to donate, if you want to pay for a reading, Cash App is in the description. If you click on that button right there, right up there, right up there. If you want to. If not, it's okay. I won't cry. I might cry about it, but you know, it might be nice to do that. Anyways, I also have a Patreon. You can join the Patreon. I don't mean to just beg for money. I also have a Patreon you can join and help support me there. You can have a paid membership there if you wanted to. It's also free. You can join for free. Yeah, same thing. It's in the link. It's in the link. Or I mean, it's in the description. There's a link in the description, and the Patreon is there, and you can check that out. The spirit is alive and well. Can the spirit ever be dead though? Can you have a dead spirit? Does it even make sense? I mean, semantics, I guess. Because it makes sense, a dead spirit, but like in essence, a spirit is something that is like eternal. So it's like, how would it be dead? That's the Mercury in me, I guess. I'm like very mercurial. A lot of thoughts. Anyways, how we doing, guys? What's up? Did I make the atmosphere weird by soliciting for donations? Do you guys hate me now? You probably hate me now after that. That was very intimate. I'm sorry. I'm gonna back up now. Hey, thank you for still being here on this planet. You're amazing. Amber, thank you. I made some black beans and corn earlier. So good. So full of fiber. So healthy. And also not too bad. I'm not too picky of an eater. Like, I enjoy like grains and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy healthy foods. I wasn't raised on it, but I do enjoy it. Give me a little bit of What are you making? I guess I could have asked. I'm sorry. Okay. Spaghetti tacos. Funny that people actually make that. It's funny that that was like that's a thing. Especially when you consider like the history, the behind the scenes of the show. Because it's like, who came up with that idea? Does that really matter? I don't know. It's anyways. It's an iCarly reference for anybody who doesn't know. Because Spencer, the older brother, he like made spaghetti tacos, and it was like a whole thing. Specifically with hard shell tacos. I don't really care for hard shell tacos, so I don't really. I would probably turn that into like a burrito. Because what do you mean? I don't want that crunchiness. Also, thank you to those who have given donations. I want to, real quick, not to be super sappy, but like, I do appreciate it. Because I don't know, I feel like I do ask a lot. And like, so when it does happen, I am very appreciative of it. And you know what I mean? Just thank you. I don't know. You know? Because thank you. Gratitude is the attitude, you know? I try to be very thankful in general. Try to be. Because life is pretty crazy. And you never know until you know, and then you don't know because everything changes, and then everybody dies, or something like that. If that makes any sense. Probably doesn't make any sense. It's okay if it doesn't make sense. I'm kind of I cannot wait to like. Why am I hearing Lion King? I just can't wait to be king. I don't know why that's playing in my head, but that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something else, but I'm not gonna say it anymore because it's kind of sad. Not that it isn't okay to be sad. It's okay to be sad. Sometimes you gotta be sad. Get sad before you get mad, and then get mad before you get glad, or something like that. I don't know. Hello. Welcome to this joining. What's groovy? I'm just here. Supposed to be editing some stuff, writing some stuff. If you want to hang out, that's cool. If not, it's okay. If you want to ask for a card pull, I do have cards here. Amber's also here. She's making food. I don't know if anybody else. I don't know who else is here because I have no way of knowing specifically who is here. But yeah, I don't know. Of course, if you'd like a full in-depth reading, it's 25 USD. But we can start with the card pull and see where that goes. Seems like nobody wants to. I feel like I'm too good at my job. Nobody wants to actually pay if I'm offering. It's a weird flex. I mean, because I don't know, like, I'm not, you know, in relation to, like, my actual goal, I'm like, I don't know, I guess I'm doing pretty well. Regardless of the money. But money is good. Money is nice. Money helps us do things in the world, you know? You know what I'm saying? I wish we could get rid of money and maybe do like more nice things, like not money, if that makes sense. That didn't make any sense. But you know what I mean. If you resonate with what I'm saying, then you resonate with what I'm saying. If not, then you're just here. And that's okay. Either way, I appreciate you and I hope your day is going well. I kind of lost some of you, I guess, as I was rambling. What if I went back to listening to this podcast? Can I listen to this podcast again? I could listen to it in my ear, I guess. I do have that. It's not, nothing's playing anymore. There was an audio playing, but it stopped.
Can I say it?
Okay.
It's from my new single, Here All Night. And
Enchanted Star.
we did a video for Fast, a video for
Hey,
Here All Night, and
it is 6:11. Thank you
for
for being here. I appreciate you.
I love music videos. I live my
What's groovy? Are you feeling groovy?
What's funny is it's like it's not actually a fantasy.
Did you also take an edible? What if everybody here just took an edible? I didn't take an edible. I haven't had an edible in forever. Maybe I should. Maybe next time I have the means to, maybe I should do that.
Yeah, you have like production around you now. People just making it all like.
I remember when I was homeless.
I love music
and I
videos.
was like
Thanks so much,
traveling
Awful
on the
Romance, for sponsoring this
to
episode of
the
the
homeless
Jess and
shelter,
Trish. All
and I
right,
had
guys,
taken
we're
an
doing close,
edible,
but guess what?
and
Fall is starting, and it's time to get
it
nice and
freaked
cozy
me
by
up.
listening
I
to
was
your favorite
so
book. Sometimes you just want to
terrible.
relax. Sometimes you want to
I
think.
was like
Sometimes it's
in
not
a I was
fun.
stuck in
It's
a
worth
corner
it
for
all.
like a
The
good like I don't
series
even know how
meant for
long I was
you
there,
to
but I was
just
like
alone
it
your
was
romantic book.
looking back
Okay,
on
the
it,
number one right
it's
now
funny,
is
but
still
like
Mad
I
About
was
You by
pretty
Liz Maverick, and
traumatized. Like
I
I think I
love
took
these
like
parts
two
because I can
of
find new
them,
books that I normally wouldn't
and I was
found
just
on
like
my own. They also have
I was
editor's
so
registry.
anxious.
I just finished Plus Size
I
Player.
wasn't as aware as I
Obsessed
am
with that. I
now,
just
and I
love
was
me a
just like so
romance
anxious.
novel that has
Sheila,
deep,
you have
vivid
not
heart
today.
within,
You
and
did
that's
last
why I love
Saturday.
Awful
You did
Romance.
not what?
Awful's romance collection has
You
something
did not have a
satisfying
groovy
every
day.
time.
What did you
When it
not
comes to
do?
what romance
I don't know
turns you, you
what
can't
you
be pinned
did
down.
or did not
That's
do.
not to me.
I'm sorry,
Here's
I'm
your invitation
confused.
to have it all. Fancy
Hello,
adults who
Miss
do have a
Neighbors.
sense
What's
of
up?
community. Find a friend in the
Um,
city and then they're on the hockey field. Or if that's
oh,
the
an
place that
edible.
satisfies you, you can
Yeah, it's been
always find
forever
love
since I've
around.
had one.
Your modern rom-coms
I
promise
forgot
you
what I was
energy
even
finales and what
where that
the
came
latest
from,
romantic
but oh
series
yeah.
from Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros
And
is
it was funny
for
because I
you
ended
and
up
your
really
significant
enjoying my
other.
time there at that
Plus,
homeless
all of the
shelter.
steamy
Like
stuff. Your first great
it was
book is
funny.
free when you
Well,
sign
it's
up
not
for a
funny. It's
free
funny in
30-day
hindsight.
trial at
I don't
audible.com/trish.
know.
That's
Anyways,
audible.com/trish and
edible
get
brownie.
your romance on. Thank you so much,
True, true,
Audible, for
true,
sponsoring
true.
today's episode. I think that's what I
Nice.
love. When I see
Yeah, I
someone
had a
with
friend in high
it, like
school who would
almost on
make
your right
edible
now, that's all I think
brownies
about is
too.
just you, and you're like,
One
oh,
kid
is there
threw
this
up.
like sexy romance song that I
We went
literally
to
just
King's
know I want to put
Dominion
my
for
ear
like a
to?
trip,
Just kidding. I talked about
and
earlier how
some
nothing is
kid threw
super
up,
sexy
and
and
it
pop
was
sincere.
like
What are you attributing
crazy.
that to? Like with like
I think he
getting
threw up. I think that's
older,
what it was.
or
He
is
got
it
sick
love? Is it
or
yourself? Like
whatever.
what do you attribute the conflict
Sick.
to?
I
I've
don't
done a
know.
lot of work on myself. I've been in therapy for
I love that Ariana
God knows
Grande
how many
song. Sheila,
years,
is that
once a
the
week, and when it
is
gets
that
tough,
what you're
when life
referencing?
gets tough, I
Shut
do
up,
it twice a week.
Ariana Grande.
But I do
Because I think
practice
that would
with
be a good
therapy.
song for you if that's what you're telling me.
And
If
I
you're
take
not
it very
referencing that
seriously. And
song,
so I've done a
you
lot
know what
of
I
work
mean?
on
If you want to listen to that
trying
song,
to
what are
feel
the
more
lyrics?
confident and love myself and feel happy in my skin
I,
and
I'm I
feel
can read
like
you
all that
so
hard work
bad,
is
but I'm not
starting to
going
pay
to.
off
I don't
because I'm
care.
genuinely feeling it. And
Anyways,
so,
welcome to
and
this
it doesn't
joining.
hurt that I'm in an amazing
Unless you're
relationship
being, are you
with
joking with
an
me?
incredible
Is this
partner
like your love language? Do you like being mean to
provides
people
so much just
as like
love, but also
a sort of
security
affection?
and
Because I don't really
stability.
like that. But
And
thanks.
I think it's like a perfect combination of everything coming together. Stability is like such an important part. Like love is great, and like of
Welcome
course
to
you're
this
like,
joining.
yeah,
What's
we
up?
have that stability aspect. But I feel like everything falls into place, just knowing like, okay, I have like a safe space at home. No matter if the world
Sure.
crumbles or I crumble, like we have it. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing
What
to
she
have.
say? My
But before
presence sweet and my
Andrew gets to
aura
mention, you know, we're
bright.
probably
Time is
listening
good
to
for
their
my
songs together.
appetite. Guess it just
Do you?
fucking click one
Okay,
night.
so there's
All them
one
demons
song.
help
Yeah, we
see
loved you.
shit. I
We
messed up the
didn't
melody.
write a lot on
I'm a
this
flop.
album, but there is this one song kind of in my head that he had written for another artist, and the artist wasn't going to use it, and he was like, I have this song, and I loved it so much that I was like, I want that song. So I didn't actually write it with him, but he did write on my
I'm
album.
being reminded
So
of that one
I
piece of
loved it that
information.
much,
Don't take things
and
personal.
the other
I'm
artist
not
wasn't going to
taking this
use it, and I
personal.
was like, this song is such a vibe, so I
It's
took
very
it.
easy
Oh
to
my
take things
goodness, that was
personal
actually so cool. Do you guys just like
when our feelings are
already see
involved.
each
I'm
other
about
in
to
the
have a
song and
pudding cup
listening
with
to you?
four.
You would think, but like we don't
Is it those little
actually do that
chocolate
much
thingies? You're just
now.
living the
And to
life.
be
I
honest,
love
like
that for you.
I wish I sang
That's
in my
amazing.
house more. Like I'm not the type of person that like is walking around my house singing really a lot. I look and
I think my
things
favorite kind of
or like
chocolate
if I'm listening to
is the one
music
with like
that really
caramel.
inspires me
If it has
vocally, then
caramel in it,
I'll sing
I love
my heart
caramel.
out to that in the
Caramel is such a
shower or
good
whatever. But like,
invention. Whoever made it. What is
yeah,
caramel,
sometimes I just go through
actually?
phases where like
This is where the
I also
studying
just
comes
have a lot
apart.
of people in my house at all
What
times.
exactly is
So you
caramel?
just start singing for them. Yes,
And
I think it's also like
how
I
was
don't want
it
to be singing and
discovered?
then have
Like
my
things like
assistant
peanut butter
downstairs
and
and then
like,
be
you
like,
know what I mean? Certain
did you
things
write that
it's like
song? And it's
interesting
like,
to think
I
about.
didn't
Like
write it.
how
I
did we
went
know
there
that would
and
have been
looked
like
and I
edible?
have it.
Like eggs, like fish
Maybe.
eggs
But
and
sometimes
stuff
I
like
do
that.
sing for
I could have
Jordan.
had cake pops. Cake pops are
Like a
so
little
good.
bit. Like that's actually so cute. Will he like
Curse
whenever the song
Starbucks
is
for
singing
being
or
so
does
good
he
at
request it?
making lollipops. Because that's
No,
all
he
they are. They're
never.
like
He
chocolate
doesn't really
lollipops.
request. But like sometimes I'll sing a little bit
Caramel
for
is
him.
sugar
Yeah.
and
Does he
butter.
cry? I feel like I would
Caramel is just sugar, heated around. Are you serious? But it can also include butter, cream, milk, vanilla, or salt. Interesting. Interesting. Um, hmm. You learn something new every day, or at least you should. Should aim to. Early sugar cooking. I asked also where it came from, so it's telling me where it came from. While we do not know the exact origin, here's a timeline. Also,
At one point, I think
I
maybe
guess I
one
could
day
change
I'll
the change back to lo-fi.
like I want to keep it.
I was just listening to that podcast. It's Trisha Paytas and Demi Lovato. I was only listening because of Demi Lovato, because Demi Lovato is the goat. Trisha Paytas is also very talented in her own right. Don't get me wrong, but I don't keep up with her. Um, okay. Early sugar cooking, 1000s to the 1500s. Sugar was boiled and used in Middle Eastern and European sweets. Some of these probably produced early forms of caramel. In America, early settlers boiled sugar and water to create hard candies in the 1600s and the 1700s, I guess. Caramel became more popular as a candy in the US in the mid 1800s, I guess. So around that time, you know. And then the Hershey Company was in the late 1800s. And there's different types of caramel. There's dry caramel, there's wet caramel, there's caramel sauce. Excuse me. Um, that's interesting. Did you guys know that? Did you know that information? I didn't know that information. I didn't know anything about caramel. I think they use caramel in Twix, right? What things have caramel in it? This is just useful information at this point. I'm procrastinating from like my actual writing duties. I'm supposed to be doing other stuff, but I don't know. As long as we're learning, as long as we're, you know what I mean? Twix caramel. Twix, yeah, it says Twix. Sugar daddies, sugar babies. What? Turtles, yeah, I love turtle ice cream. Amazing. Also vanilla, I don't mind vanilla. People complain about vanilla. I think vanilla is superior. I don't care for chocolate. If I had a choice, if you just gave me any ice cream, I would definitely be happy. But like, if I got to choose, vanilla is perfectly fine. Also, birthday cake is really good. You know. Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor, guys? Also, your emojis are very interesting. Thank you for your emojis. I don't know what to make of them, but thank you for the visual. There's a penguin, and there's like some vampire thing, I think, and then the planet Saturn, and then some spam, like the food spam, and also popcorn, and then a really bored-looking TV. Why does the TV have a face, and why is the TV bored? That's what I'm curious about. Cause he looks like he looks bored. He's like, why am I TV? That's what he's asking himself for some reason. It could be something else, but I think I've never actually eaten spam, but I don't think I've eaten spam. That's funny. Um, this TV is tired of couch potatoes. Sometimes I post this, and I don't know. I don't know if anybody cares to watch something like this, like not in real time. Um, but in case anybody is watching this real time, she said, "The TV is tired of couch." That's why I read it out loud, because I'm like, in case anybody's watching after fact and they're like, why did he just laugh? What was he laughing at? That's why I laughed, because she said something funny, and it was, yeah. Over explaining. Okay. Switching gears a tiny bit. Although I'm sorry for that. I imagine that's probably pretty loud. Sometimes I watch these back, and like I'm like, why was I doing that? Like it's so loud. Like this is probably not. I'm sorry. Especially if you're wearing headphones, you're like, what the frick? Please stop doing that. Oh, I was trying to show you. Oh, that's not what I was trying to show you. Oh my gosh, I got a notification. I was trying to, here's my cards. It's not showing up again. Oh. I like that it does that. It's cool. That's a cool feature. I should retitle this next time I'm on here and say that I'm distracting myself. Don't talk to me. But then I wouldn't come on here, and then that'd be... No, I'm kidding. I would still come on here, probably. I don't know. It's water. It's not alcohol, it's water. I'm sorry, I'm not saying anything. There's just lo-fi music. And I'm tippity-tapping of the screen. A Munchie Journey? I'm screaming, I love that. Sunrise, Jesus asked me, how long have I been gifted? What the heck are you asking me? What you mean? Are you saying it as if you ain't gifted too, Sunrise? Jesus, what you talking about? You don't know you're gifted too. You don't know your gifts. You don't know your gifts, sir, do you? Listening while Chef Boy eating. Oh my god, you guys are making me really hungry. I already made some black beans and like corn, but like yeah, I believe I think we all have gifts and abilities. Not all of us are tapped into them, unfortunately. You know, I don't ever want to make it seem like I'm like special, you know, because I think we all have the ability to, you know what I'm saying. Strawberry cheesecake, I love cheesecake. That's also one of my favorites. Cheesecake, I really enjoy cheesecake a lot. I haven't had it in a while. Cheesecake ice cream, I love it, you know? There's a part of me that wants to ask you questions, but like, I don't know. Not everybody is of the same belief, but I do believe that if you're gonna call them a gifts, then like they should be used as gifts, you know? Like, because you use their gift for other people, you know what I mean? I'm just talking. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate, but I do think that like when you use the word gift, it implies being like a gift that you give to somebody. You know what I mean? And it's like, if it's just a gift for you, that's cool. But then that's not really. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm over explaining it. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. It's just like there's a certain level of responsibility or whatever. I feel like to some degree to do certain things or like put certain energies out. You know what I mean? I don't know. However it resonates, you know. There's like 5 people in here. How we feeling? What's groovy? I mean, if you're still asking when I knew, um, I think I would say after I was 18 for sure. Like maybe when I was like 19 or something like that. If you're not doing anything with it, then it's just you. Yeah, basically. And then I would even go so far to even go on a like a moral high ground and be like, it's a little bit selfish, and selfishness is kind of a sin. You know what I mean? Um, but once again, that's my perspective. You know, I'm not trying to shame anyone or whatever. That's just my perspective. Um, Also, I'm not a Christian, so I'm not using the term sin. Also, 11, 11, 11. You can't see it, but the timing, 11, 11. Um, I'm not a Christian, but I do often reference Christianity in my writings and whatnot. Um, my back is tired from shoveling dirt. Oh, well, too damn bad. I know what did she say? I'm tired, Grandpa. Well, too damn bad. Keep digging. Only if you've never helped a soul. I mean, I think to some degree we naturally help each other, even if you don't mean to. I think we naturally play different parts and stuff. But I think there's something powerful about intentionally trying to do that. You know what I mean? You know, I think by nature, everyone we affect each other in positive and negative ways. But even the negative ways can be positive. You know what I mean? But like what I'm saying is like when you recognize that you have certain abilities, I think it becomes a responsibility to use that to like be more responsible with the way that you use your energy. Even if you're not actively helping people, at least you should be aware of like how you're affecting people. You know what I mean? Oh, you should listen to some. Don't listen to me. Never mind. I don't mean to give unsolicited advice. But I do like what's her face? I'm being reminded of Dolores Cannon. She talked a lot about healing and stuff like that. Joe Dispenza is really cool too. I like him. He talks about healing the body with the mind. Hot bath, period. But helping with intent rather than for your own good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Different interpretations, different perspectives. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A hot bath would be nice. Can I get in with you? Just kidding. I'm totally joking. Am I 32? What? That's a very specific number. I'm not 32. I'm 28. Why did you ask me if I'm 32? Is that a pickup line? Is that a setup to a pickup line or something? I don't understand where that came from. Are you saying I look old? I mean, 32 is not that old, but my hair's kind of dry though. That's for sure. I'm 54 and a lady. She said she's a lady. I like that. Are you saying like are you saying you're a lady in the context of like you have couth and that you're not gonna invite some random person into your bath, or are you saying you're a lady in the sense that you're just a gendered person who is a woman? I'm not very sure. I feel like it's the first one. You're saying like I'm a lady. I don't do that. Why would you say that? Um, that's my interpretation. I'm sticking with it. Even if you tell me otherwise, that's what I believe. That's what I'm thinking. And yes, you're a fine lady. I'm so silly sometimes. I don't know. Thank you for being here, whoever's here. Caramel sauce on ice cream, caramel apple. Why am I looking this up? Why am I distracting myself? The why isn't important, but I'm distracting myself. Oop, did not mean to do that. Well, caramel latte, caramel milkshakes. I've never heard of a caramel milkshake, but that sounds good. I mean, if it's just caramel, that's gross. I still like caramel, but that's gross to think about. If the caramel is just hardened sugar, it's a lot of sugar. Hey, Globulus. Thank you for subscribing. Globulus is being a hater. Um, I missed 333. Thank you for those who sub. But I missed 333. Like I was watching it and like it went to 332 and then it just went straight to 335 and I'm like I didn't even get a chance to like screenshot it or anything. I'm like, I don't know, as if it matters. But thanks. For some reason it only occasionally tells me that somebody subscribed on here. And it didn't tell me that you subscribed, but I trust that you did. Your birthday's on the 3rd? That's crazy. Are you gonna do something? Are you gonna like go skinny dipping or something? Also, you said you're having fun. Why'd you call me sir? Who are you? I almost said something really nasty. And I feel like you're really nasty. And I don't like that. I rebuke your lust in the name of Jesus. In the name of Sunrise, Jesus, I rebuke your lust. Unless you have some money, unless you want to pay me, then that's a different story. But if there's no money, I don't care. No, thank you. We're not interested in having a good time for the sake of having a good time. No, thank you. I'm also not implying that I'm a prostitute. So, like, I mean, you could insinuate whatever, you could think whatever you want. I don't really care. But, like, just for the record, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. Yeah, same. Occasionally it pops up and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll just wait till that is over. Like, you know, but yeah, same. Also, sometimes I wish, maybe this is TMI. Maybe I won't say this, never mind. I won't say that. Never mind, I'm not gonna say what I was thinking. I've said it before. So I'm not scared to say it, but maybe that's not necessary information. If you ever say anything, think of 4 things. Is it necessary? Is it true? Is it kind? And there's another one. Is it kind? Is it true? Is it necessary? And is it helpful? It's none of those things. It's funny, I think. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm building up anticipation for it, so if I say it, it's gonna be like, that's what you were, you know what I mean? I don't know. Since we're talking about genitals and stuff, like sex or whatever, I don't know, I used to have the thought, because people used to ask me, like when I first came out, they used to ask me like, do you want to be a girl? You're gay, you want to be a girl? And I did not, no, the answer was no. But as I've like developed, as I've like grown, sometimes I've had the thought that I wish that down there at least I didn't have what I have. You know what I mean? I don't mind this, but like, you know what I mean? And maybe that sounds ridiculous, maybe that sounds silly, but you know, that's all I was gonna say. It wasn't anything too crazy. Sometimes I just wish that I didn't have anything down there. Or specifically, I wish I didn't have that, you know. I mean, there's actually like a solid thought that's like, just because it's superior, it's the better one. Cute young, I'm screaming. That's cool. I love that for you. She said younger guys hit on her. I mean, hopefully not too young, cougar. But no judgment. Yeah, I don't know. I think the feminine presentation is the superior. Like, it's literally the blueprint. Like, I don't understand why anybody would want to, like, but this part, presenting as male, I appreciate that. I don't know. And I feel like it would definitely give me, like, I don't know. Am I envious of trans men? Maybe. I don't know. We carry babies? Yeah, what do you mean? That's so powerful. I can't do that. All I can do is contribute. And even then, with science nowadays, you don't even need me. You know what I mean? Which I'm fine with, you know? It's not about me. Like, you know? But, you know, women, like, I don't know. Naturally, It's crazy because women get a lot of flack in society, but at the same time, it's like literally without women, like what would society be? You know, like we wouldn't have music the way we do. Music would not be the way that it is at all if women did not have. You know what I mean? But then again, with AI, now anything is possible. So you don't need even humans, right? I guess. I wish I didn't. Oh yeah, the period thing. I can't imagine what that's like. I am so sorry for that. Period. That menopause becoming like a. She's not that old. In the grand scheme of it, the Earth is like billions of years old. You're not that old. You're like a baby. I mean, you're older than me, but like, you know what I mean. Um. But anyways, what was I saying? I was about to say that. You wish you had your period. Oh my. I've never heard anybody say that. That's. I mean, I'm not discounting that. I'm sure there's other people who probably feel that way. But I imagine those are people who have lighter periods. I've heard some horror stories about periods, like some people talking about how they can't stand up and like they faint and they like can't do anything and it's like, oh no, but that part. But some people have really light ones, I guess. So, you know. I imagine the ones who have more heavy ones are the more. Well, let me not say that. That's probably exclusive, not exclusive, opposite of inclusive. What's the opposite of inclusive? Not exclusive, but like bigoted. What's the opposite of inclusive? With heavier periods tend to be like the people with, or the women with more like power. Because when you think about like the idea of like what the period is on a spiritual level, like the womb and everything, like the blood and everything, it's like, you know. And I feel like if you have a heavier one, that might indicate that you're probably somebody who has more capability. But that's just a guess. I'm not qualified to say that. Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a menopause? You said you're tired of menopause. Is there a menopause? That's stupid. Um, I'm sorry, that was so stupid. Menopause. I wonder. That just makes me think. Now I'm thinking about a lot of different philosophies and whatnot in relation to like gender and like, well, not gender. That's technically sex. Gender and sex are two different things. We're talking about. It's not necessarily semantics, but I realized that I did mislabel. Like, gender is not biology. Sex is biology. Gender is psychological and like those are two different things technically. I haven't done too much study of that stuff of psychology, but I did do a couple classes on psychology, and like that was like a big lesson that they taught. Like, there's a difference, gender, semantics once again, but gender is those are two different things. So just for anybody who cares, you know what I mean? Because semantics at the end of the day, as long as you know what you're talking about, I feel like that's what's really important. It doesn't really matter the language that you use, per se, as long as everybody understands what is being talked about. You know what I mean? But agree to disagree. I'm sure. I don't know. Yeah, gender. Oh. Ooh, are we getting some contention? Are we gonna disagree? Are we gonna agree to disagree? Gender is, as far as I understand it, not biology. But I mean, I'm not a professional in the field, so you know what I mean. And you got stalked. Who's stalking you? Why did somebody stalk you? That's weird. People are weird. I've had people stalk me. I've been a stalker. Just kidding. I've never stalked somebody. I don't care enough about people to do that. What was I supposed to say? But you know, the way that I understand it, gender is political. Gender is social. Like, that's how we present. That's how we feel. but like sex is like what is like genetic and like in our DNA and like in our chromosomes and stuff like that. And the reason why there's a distinction is because when we're talking about biology, that is kind of set in stone. And so technically, I have a trans friend on TikTok, who is trans, and generally I kind of have I like trans guys, but technically, like, I mean, because I've talked to him about it. I've like said, you know what I mean. I feel like he would be okay with me saying this, but it's like technically he is biologically like female, you know what I mean, like technically, but obviously his gender is male, is he's a guy, like that's what he presents as, you know. And the biology is like because he has, you know what I mean. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm not an advocate. I'm not like a professional when it comes to that stuff. I don't know. I just know what I know. I also have a character who's trans, and I should probably. That's one of the things I'm supposed to be focused on. You had a nervous breakdown and you left. That's sad. Well, welcome back. Should I follow you? Are you gonna try again, or should I just not even invest my energy in that? I'm being silly when I say that. But I could check you out. Um. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. However you choose to, whatever we believe is what we believe. I don't mean to like force you to think differently. I would like us to be open to different things, different ways of thinking. But you know, this isn't the channel I show myself on. Oh, you have a different account. If anybody here is a YouTuber, if you want to share, I can follow it on this phone. I can't follow directly from here for some reason, but I can follow from here. Or subscribe is technically the language that you're supposed to use. Some hot tea on a famous person. LOL. That's funny. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. You're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. She said, I want to hear some tea. Amber, I love you so much. That's funny. Oh my god, these cakes look delicious. You're making me hungry. I won't be able to have sweets for another couple days. These cakes. Also, I did like the video. Oh my god. Cheesecake is my favorite. I don't know. Cheesecake is amazing. This tea would explode their life. Oh my. That's funny. Cancelled? Well, who's it about? Can you tell me? Obviously you can't. I don't know, a lot of famous people, I feel like I don't mean to say too much, but I actually low-key could have been really famous very young. Like I had opportunities, I had like, you know what I mean? Like I could have easily, if I had put myself forth more, if I had known what I know now about energy and like, you know what I mean? I definitely could have. I could be famous right now, more than I am, I guess, if that means anything. But I'm glad that I didn't, because a lot of famous people go through this thing where like they don't really have a proper sense of identity. They don't really, you know, because they're constantly being told how they have to be and who they have to be and like how they have to present, and like, you know. And I'm glad that I've gotten the freedom to like just be who I am with like building a platform, you know. I don't feel like I have to be a certain thing or whatever. But I definitely could have went that route. Like I had the opportunities and whatnot. I just didn't. I wasn't. I don't know. It's hard to say, like exactly what happened actually, because maybe it wasn't my fault. You know, he's a monster and he's very famous on YouTube. Is it Onision? Remember Onision? I remember he used to get into like a lot of trouble. He has a very bad reputation. I will not ever forgive him. I mean, I don't. It doesn't mean my forgiveness, but I will not ever forgive him for doing what he did to Shiloh. Remember Shiloh? She has a couple songs out that you can search. She was like a Canadian pop star, and they met, and he kind of really did a number on her mental health, and like she there was like even a time like she had like a seizure on camera, and that was like a whole thing, and like she kind of lost her memory, and so she never went back to music publicly. And it's like I personally am like that was definitely his fault. He definitely did that. Like he ring your bowl, clear the picture. The picture. Too old for Onision. I'm screaming. Yeah, it was a crazy situation. And I think it sucks because Onision is very talented. Like he is very obviously talented, and it just sucks how destructive he is. You know what I mean? Obviously, I don't know him personally, but it's very obvious just from that one story alone. You know what I mean? Also, I don't know what the audio, the visual looks like for you guys, but for me, I'm like, it looks like really he looks like they do have similarities. Shane Dawson is also an interesting figure. YouTube back in the day, and also if I was more consistent with YouTube, because I was posting like back in the day, like when I was in high school kind of, and like right out of high school I was posting like I've been posting for a while. Like there's videos that you can find of me from like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and I was once again I was doing stuff but even before then, but like I don't know, life gets in the way, people get in the way. That guy back in the day, yeah, Shane Dawson. Jenna Marbles was really dope. I really enjoyed Jenna Marbles. um, for 17 years. Oh my goodness, what happened? Did somebody take control of your life? What happened? Did somebody sabotage you? Did somebody steal your puppy? I mean, they usually say, like, generally, like, when you look at a lot of famous people, it usually takes at least 10 years to kind of, like, and I'm just talking about, like, fame, but obviously this can apply to different areas of life. But, like, generally, when you reach success, it takes, like, 10 years, usually for people to actually get there. You know what I mean? Like Sabrina Carpenter, she's kind of just getting her moment, like really truly. And she's been doing like what she's doing for like 10 plus years. Like I think she's 26, 24 to 5, but she's been, you know what I mean? It takes a long time. It takes a long time. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Um, but you can always try again, or like, you know what I mean? And also, obviously, you already know, probably, it's never too late, you know? And obviously, I'm younger than you, so maybe that doesn't sound good hearing from me, but it's never too late. I've heard a lot of older people saying that, you know? It's never too late to start. It's never too late to readjust, to start over, you know? Now I'm just thinking about, like, experiences and stuff.
Garage door.
Oh, you can see me. That's funny. Dude, why did you? That's funny. Yeah, it does that. The garage door and the front door, whenever it opens, it does that. It doesn't do that for the back door, which is kind of nice, because do we really need to, I need to get up and run the bath. Maybe you should do that. I thought you said you already had the hot bath. Did you lie to me? Did you lie to us, Sunrise, Jesus? I thought you already were in the bath. Oh no, you said you were in bed. Somebody said they were doing a hot bath. Somebody said something about a hot bath, I think. Oh, you feel like you hit by a truck? Um, you should affirm to yourself right now, or just use my voice and affirm to yourself that you are full of energy. You are full of energized energy. You can do anything. Say it to yourself, or don't. Just a suggestion, unsolicited advice. You know, that's what I do whenever I'm feeling tired. I just remind myself of energy, and then I get up, or don't. But usually I get up. um, Train the brain. Joe Dispenza. I really like Joe Dispenza. I don't know if you know about Joe Dispenza. I don't listen to him that often, but I do like his teachings. I've been suggesting him like the last couple weeks. He talks about retraining the brain, teaching the brain. Like he was supposed to be like a paraplegic or whatever, and they told him he wasn't gonna be able to walk, and he was like, "No, I will not listen to you." And he basically told his brain, he was like, I will heal from this, and I will, you know what I mean. And so I think that's a pretty cool story. Oh no, there's a mosquito. Oh wow. So hello, welcome. My hair is so dry. Yeah, gratitude is a good thing. I know I don't often get sick, but whenever I do get sick, it's nice afterwards to be like, I'm glad that I'm not sick anymore, you know? And I think there's like a period when you're sick, it's like, I'm glad for when I won't be sick anymore, you know what I mean? Because you know that it won't last forever. Even if I die, at least it won't have lasted forever, you know what I mean? That's kind of morbid. Sorry, I was just trying to, I don't know if that was obvious what I was doing, but yeah. Also, if anybody wants to be nice to me, if anybody wants to be generous, without sounding like a crazy person, if you want, I did put my Cash App in the description. If you click on that button right there, there's also a link tree that also has my PayPal. I think either PayPal or Venmo, one of those two. Um, if anybody wants to donate, if anybody wants to get a reading, if you'd like a focused reading or whatever, um, if not, it's okay. But I'm putting it out there because manifestation, and it would be really cool if if I could get some money sent in my direction. You know what I mean? It'd be really groovy. Emotionally struggling with my sister. Your sister stole your house. I'm not trying to be funny, but I literally thought of somebody coming and picking your house and taking it. Like that's what I thought of. Um, And obviously that's not what you mean. I hope that's not what you mean. I mean, if you had an RV or something, I guess that could happen. But that's go Team Generous. Yes, shout out to the generous people of the world. I appreciate you. And of course, if you'd like a reading, you can pay for a reading, and that could just be an exchange. Um, you know, my mustache is in my nose. It's very. It's been a while since I've shaved. She's a greedy lawyer. Oh my. Lawyers are an interesting case. Also, I like how everybody else just kind of stopped commenting. Everybody's just like, whatever. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. I don't necessarily dislike it, but I also don't like it. Oh wow. Isn't that great timing? Thank you for being here. I hope you don't ever feel like pressured to like, I don't know, do anything or be anything. I'm just don't feel pressured to exist in a certain type of way. Torp of way? Torp? What? That's not what I meant to say. Type of way. But I also understand if I'm being boring, Four of Cups, because we're just kind of talking. I need to understand, I need to get over my fear and also understand how to invite people up here. Because I want to do that, but also I'm really scared of doing that because people are crazy. I'm not saying that everybody's crazy in their own way, but, you know, boredom is relative. Boredom is relative. I guess so, yes, this is true. Would any of you be interested in that if I were able to do that? I know there's a way to do that. I've seen other people do it. Oh, that's not sad at all. If I could invite, I think, I don't know what button. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Post an invitation alive. I'm screaming. No, but I don't even know how to do that on this app. I know how to do it on TikTok, but I don't know how to do it on here. Ones that I've seen other people do it, so I know it's possible. But it might be something I have to do before I start. Because it gives you the option to just have a split screen, and then you can invite people. But that's not. I don't want to start it off with that. That's kind of weird. I want it to be a surprise, low-key. You post instead of going live. Oh, and it posts an invitation alive. I don't understand. I'm stupid. I'm not stupid, but I like the younger people. Yeah, the younger people are full of energy. They're pretty cool. I can give you some kids. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm totally joking. Maybe in another life. I don't know. Invite before you go live. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. That's an idea. Okay. I mean, because if I figure it out, then I'll feel obligated to do it. But if I don't do it, I'll feel kind of bad. Because I'm like, why didn't I do it? If that makes any sense. I'm doing a poll. Hope it's okay if I do this. I'm being so unserious. Oh my god, Sunrise, you're amazing. Yes. Very true words in the comments. Tacos or burritos? I like burritos. I can't vote. It won't let me vote. How are you guys able to vote? I can't vote on my screen. That's crazy. That's so rude. Why would they not let me vote? That makes me sad. Anyways, I'm only doing that so I can have an understanding of how the audio sounds and whatnot. 80 years old that has a child, only 10. Oh wow. Also, that means she had a child when she was 70. That's crazy. How does she not die? Is she dead? Is she a zombie? I'm sorry. I need to. Oh, in India, they're usually pretty healthy over there. Also, did somebody actually vote, or was that me? Did I accidentally vote? That's so funny. Yes, please get up. You got this. You're gonna do great. First child too. Oh wow, that's crazy. You know, India is pretty crazy. Hey, I prefer burritos. I wanted to vote for burritos, so thank you to whoever voted for burritos. I like burritos. Hard tacos. I said that earlier. Hard shell tacos are not it. Also, I need more water at some point. Burrito. um. I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I think it would be a good. I'm screaming. I think that was the. I think that was Sunrise that voted because I don't think it let me vote. I don't. I didn't click anything. I didn't try to click anything, and I was trying to click pizza or burrito. I'm sorry, not pizza, but also pizza's good. Um, I'm screaming. Um. Yeah, I don't know. This has been nice. This has been groovy, but I kind of gotta go. So I'm gonna go, and thank you for being groovy. I'll be back whenever. Hope you know, Jesus loves you. Miracles happen all the time, and leprechauns are real. Leprechauns, leprechauns. Okay, fine.